After finishing the 2024 Formula One season in second place in the Constructors Championship, Scuderia Ferrari is gearing up for a pivotal 2025 with Project 677, the code name for their new car. The Italian side aims to compete for the 2025 Formula One World Championship title with a new driver pairing of Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. The latter, a seven-time world champion, has signed with Ferrari for an exciting new challenge. The Maranello team's restructuring, initiated by team principal Fred Vasseur, continues to deliver concrete results, marking a clear break from the Mattia Binotto era. Notably, the reorganization of the technical department, now led by Loic Serra, a former Mercedes engineer, is a cornerstone of Ferrari's resurgence. Loic Serra's experience and knowledge of Mercedes' winning technologies make him a valuable asset for Maranello. At the same time, it is worth pointing out that the technical department at Scuderia Ferrari will soon gain an important figure in the aerodynamics sector. During the past season, team principal Fred Vasseur had asked for patience from those questioning the team's technical improvements, citing the gardening period as a significant obstacle for those currently aiming to recruit experienced figures from other teams. After Loic Serra, who has been operational in Maranello since October, the Frenchman Franck Sanchez will soon join to bolster the aerodynamic department headed by engineer Diego Tondi. After completing his studies, Franck Sanchez began his motorsport career with the Prost Grand Prix team in 2001 as a wind tunnel test engineer. He later served as aerodynamics team leader at Toyota Motorsport GmbH from 2002 to 2008, working on the aerodynamic development of innovative vehicles for one of the biggest Japanese manufacturers. In 2008, Franck Sanchez became chief aerodynamicist at Epsilon Euskadi, a Spanish team active in endurance racing, where he remained until 2011. His passion for Formula One brought him back to the circus in 2011 when he took on the role of head of experimental aerodynamics at the Marussia F1 team. He then spent 5 years at Scuderia Toro Rosso as principal aerodynamicist, contributing to the development of cars for young talents like Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz. From 2018 to 2021, Franck Sanchez worked as head of aerodynamic development for Scuderia AlphaTauri, before moving to the role of chief aerodynamicist at Sauber Group in 2021, where he led the aerodynamic department first for Alfa Romeo and then for Sauber. With Franck Sanchez joining, Ferrari aims to strengthen its technical department and lay the foundation for a more successful future. Ferrari fans hope this change marks the beginning of a new era of success for the team. His transition to Maranello therefore comes at a crucial moment, when all teams will be tasked with managing their resources between developing the 2025 Formula One car and advancing the new 2026 project based on the new rules and regulations, a situation which will require a lot of energy and which Ferrari wants to manage in the best way possible. So how is the development of Ferrari's 2025 single-seater progressing? The development of the 2025 car is proceeding as planned, and this week will be particularly significant for Project 677. After months of theoretical and design work, Ferrari is ready to move into the production and assembly phase of the first prototype. This is a critical moment when components transition from drawings to actual carbon elements that will undergo various preliminary tests before final assembly. The prototype will then be bench tested to ensure everything functions perfectly before hitting the track. The anticipation has been great since the announcement, but the countdown has finally ended. Lewis Hamilton's adventure at Ferrari has officially begun, as evidenced by the first photos of the British driver in Maranello. The seven-time world champion, after finishing his successful story with Mercedes, is now ready to start this grand final chapter of his career. The goal is clear and has been repeatedly stated by those directly involved. 2025 represents the right opportunity to try to bring a title back to Maranello and at the same time to hunt for that 8th world championship that the British driver narrowly missed 3 years ago in Abu Dhabi. It will certainly not be easy, but Ferrari's 2024 season gives fans plenty of hope. With the start of the new year, the first photos of Lewis Hamilton wearing Ferrari colors have arrived, a historic moment that fans have been eagerly awaiting since the announcement made last winter. The first moments of the seven-time world champion in red were captured by fans positioned outside the Ferrari racing division. Images that, although they had been anticipated for months, still represent a historic moment in the annals of Formula One. But what is the plan for Lewis Hamilton and the simulator? A highly anticipated moment for fans will be Lewis Hamilton's debut with Ferrari, which will take place this week, albeit indirectly. On Monday, January 20th, the British driver will try Ferrari's simulator in Maranello for the first time, an important step in familiarizing himself with the team's environment and technical philosophy. Lewis Hamilton's on-track debut, however, is scheduled for the following days with a TPC, namely Test Previous Car, session driving the 2022 F-175. This will allow the British driver to adapt to the car and Ferrari's operational methods, providing valuable feedback for future developments. Now let's also take a look at some of the key technical innovations of Project 677. The Maranello team's SF-25 single-seater is the result of extensive evolution compared to previous cars. The new head of the technical department, Loic Serra, has brought advanced knowledge and technological approaches from his experience at Mercedes, and these innovations will be integrated into the new Ferrari. One of the project's main goals is to improve cornering efficiency and braking stability. Tire management in particular will be crucial to ensuring Ferrari remains competitive throughout the race, with a special focus on the car's ability to bring the tires up to temperature, a significant weakness of the SF-24. The arrival of Loic Serra marked a decisive turning point for the Maranello team. After years at Mercedes, the French engineer brought a wealth of technical expertise that is already positively influencing the car's development. His methodical and scientific approach is reflected in a more structured and rigorous work program, aligning perfectly with Ferrari's goal of returning to the forefront of the championship. Under Loic Serra's leadership, the technical team has already shown signs of improvement, with greater collaboration among the various departments. The integration of aerodynamics, engine, and chassis appears to be one of the strengths of Project 677, and teamwork will be essential to translating theoretical potential into concrete successes on the track. But when will we see Project 677 on the track? The schedule indicates that the first prototype of the Ferrari 677 will be tested on the track during the winter tests in February 2025. Until then, the Maranello team's technical staff will continue working on the assembly and verification of components, aiming to be fully competitive from the season's opening races. The coming months will be critical for refining the final details and ensuring the car can realize its full potential. Moreover, the collaboration between Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton will be fundamental in providing precise and constructive feedback, guiding the final stages of development in the best possible way. The Ferrari team has high expectations for the 2025 Formula One season, and Project 677 could be the car capable of bringing the World Championship title back to Maranello.